keep talking!
Don't rush me. Now, Gold Roger. In those days, I suppose even now, he's the only man I've known not afraid of entering the Grand Line. Back then, the Grand Line was a mysterious place. Boats that chose to venture there were never seen or heard from again. It was a sea of evil that people feared and which few ever considered approaching.
Old man, give me more rum. The whole bottle.
So what are we celebrating?
It's more of a farewell. I'm traveling to the Grand Line tomorrow morning. I can't wait to see what it holds in store.
You can't go there. That place is evil.
What's wrong with a little evil?
Come on, you've heard the same stories I have. It's suicide. Nobody has ever come back. They just disappear into nothing.
I'll just have to see about that. So, how about some more rum? A whole barrel!
After that, he drank the entire place dry. He set out the next morning just like he was going sightseeing. Then, when I'd heard he'd conquered the Grand Line, I wasn't surprised. I was happy to hear that he was the one who finally survived those evil seas, yeah. On this day 22 years ago, Gold Roger died on that platform. And that's how it started. That's when it all began, the so-called Great Pirate Era, where everyone with a boat claims to be a pirate. But look around this once great town. I'll bet you won't be able to find yourself a real pirate. Nothing here but cowards and scum. Men brave enough to make the journey to the Grand Line have all disappeared from these waters. There are no more true pirates left. That's why I'm closing down.
I'm going to the Grand Line. Hell yeah! Gold Roger's so cool. He's exactly how a pirate's supposed to be. That's why I'm here. To go to the Grand Line, get my hands on the One Piece, and then be king of the pirates.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold Roger, the king of the pirates, attained this and everything else the world had to offer. And his dying words drove countless souls to the seas.
You want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it.
These words lured men to the Grand Line in pursuit of dreams greater than they'd ever dared to imagine. This is the time known as the Great Pirate Era.
It was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
Destiny. Fate. Dreams. As long as there are people who seek freedom in this life, these things shall not vanish from the earth.
I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life, when I was 20. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. For the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will truly become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true.
Before that, I never believed much in fate, but maybe nothing really happens by accident. We're just too blind to see all the signs.
Whoa! Hey, that's a nice ship you got there!
Thanks, but it's not exactly mine. Rather, I stole it after my house burned down.
Oh, yeah? And what's your name?
Rayleigh.
My name's Roger. It's destiny meeting you, I say.
Oh, yeah?
How about we team up and turn this whole world upside down?
Huh? And I thought I drank too much. I don't know who you are or what you're selling, but I'm not interested.
Come on, you got a good thing going here. Your ship might be small, but if we handle it right, I bet it could even survive a storm. We could conquer the seas in this thing. Let's set sail.
What do you mean, we? I just met you half a minute ago. Why don't you get your own damn boat?
One of these days you're gonna look back at this and realize it was the beginning of the greatest adventure ever known!
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to be known.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much. But life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use. The greatest people are self-managing. They don't need to be managed. Once they know what to do, they'll go figure out how to do it. They don't need to be managed at all. What they need is a common vision. And that's what leadership is. What leadership is having a vision, being able to articulate that so the people around you can understand it, and getting a consensus on a common vision.
So, tell me about your crew. What are they like? Who are they?
Well, first there's a tough guy who carries around 3 swords, wants to be the greatest swordsman in the world. Then there's a navigator who likes maps and tangerines and money. There's also a cook who makes really yummy food. There's a liar, too. Oh, and we just got a doctor who happens to be a reindeer.
But still, only a handful of people for a pirate crew. That's just like you.
I'm still looking for a musician, though. Everyone in my crew is so interesting.
Sure sounds like it. But I'd wager you're the most interesting one of all.
No matter how smart you are, you need a team of great people. And you've got to figure out how to size people up fairly quickly, make decisions without knowing people too well, and hire them and see how you do and refine your intuition and be able to help build an organization that can eventually just build itself, because you need great people around you.
Better off without a crew member who doesn't respect their leader when things get rough.
A crew with no respect and a captain that doesn't demand it are destined to fall apart quickly.
The same common stones that had gone in through rubbing against each other like this, creating a little bit of friction, creating a little bit of noise, had come out these beautiful polished rocks. And that's always been, in my mind, my metaphor for a team working really hard on something they're passionate about, is that it's through the team, through that group of incredibly talented people, bumping up against each other, having arguments, having fights sometimes, making some noise, and working together, they polish each other, and they polish the ideas, and what comes out are these really beautiful stones.
There needs to be someone who is sort of the keeper and reiterator of the vision. Because there's just a ton of work to do. And a lot of times, you know, when you have to walk 1,000 miles and you take the first step, it looks like a long ways. And it really helps if there's someone there saying, well, we're one step closer. You know, the goal definitely exists. It's not just a mirage out there. So in 1,001 little and sometimes larger ways, the vision needs to be reiterated.
And now, as you begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
I don't want to know where the One Piece is hidden. I don't even want to know if it exists. Every single one of us put our life on the line and set out to sea without knowing anything. I'd rather give up being a pirate than know. I won't go on a boring adventure. We need to sail and find out for ourselves.
Oh, in that case, let me ask you. Do you think you can do it? The new world far surpasses anything you can imagine. Your foes will be powerful. Knowing that, do you still think you can rule this mighty sea?
What? I don't want to rule anything. Being king of the pirates is about being more free than anyone.